Hello, welcome to KNS Graphics. Today we are going to show you how to design a simple birthday birthday flyer. So without much ado, let's proceed. So I'll start with creating a new. I have deleted my background and everything, of which I have shown that in my previous video. So what I'm going to do is that I'm proceeding with what we have for you today. So from here, I'll go to and create new file. I've already set the page, so we have 1080 by 1080, and pixels is the resolution is 300 pixels or so centimeters. So I'll create it. So when I come, I have to create my own background, and if you want a background, very nice background for yourself, you have to create. So I'll go to gradient here, then go to select the gradient. I don't want this particular, so I'll click here, then go and choose my own gradient. I've created a nice background for myself. Today I want to use a green background for my birthday flyer. So I'll click here, then go to OK. Then I'll put it on the radar so that the blending and the stylish color will come inside. It's not come, so I'll just take it and make it like this way. I'll open it a little bit to make it more brighter in the middle. Okay, so now we are done with the background. Let me add one or two things to make the background more catchier. So what I'll do is that I'll create a new layer and come to here and pick a brush. I have different kinds of brush, and I have this particular brush. If you can see the name of the brush, this is it. You can just type it on any browser and you can get similar brushes. Then you install them and you use. So when I come here, I'll choose the trees. Then to create something within the design, but I'll reduce the opacity so that it wouldn't overshadow my design. So I'll just create something within the design. Okay, this is okay for me. Then I'll create another layer. Then I'll choose yellowish something. I want to create a brighten corner for my design, so I'll just broaden it. And this one I'll put it on the main maximum opacity and flow. Then I'll click here. Then I'll click here just to make it more. Let me put Control T to increase it. Sorry. Increase it a little bit. Okay. So this is how I want my background to look like for now. So I'll just select the first one and the last item for the background. That is, I'll enter Shift to select everything, then Control G to group it. So after I'm done with the background, I'll just lock the background. So let's proceed. Now I have already deleted my image, the background of my image. So I'm going to just drag it on my design, or I'll copy it and go and paste. Whichever way, you are good to go. So I'll just drag it on my design. I'll put it here. It's too big, so I'll Control T, then Control 0 to bring the external of everything. So Control T, Control 0 to bring the everything. Then you just reduce it as the size you want. You put position here. Then you print. Okay. Sorry, we skipped a particular. Mostly, you have to make sure your design is being saved before you proceed. Make sure your design is saved before you proceed. So with that much I do, I'll just enter Control S. Then name your item birthday design, birthday flyer design. Then you go to on your computer, save on your computer. Then you already have some already saved file here. Then you add it. So you save. Now we are good to go. So that should, in case maybe you lost a file, you will get a particular point that you've worked up to. So let me again reduce the size of the image a little bit. I want to blemish, make this camera displays very faint. So I'll convert my image into smart objects, make it Control T, make it a little bit bigger. Then what I'll do is that I'll mask it. I'll create a new mask here. Then I'll come here on the gradient to make sure your gradient background is on black. Gradient. Make sure it's here. It's on the basics. On this particular. Then you click here. Then you drag to make. Yes, this is what I want. But if you feel it's too much, you just take your brush, make it a soft round brush. Then you just have to select here, then choose the white background. Then make sure you clean part of where you don't want the blenders to cover. Okay, so we are done. When you are done with them, you can log the image. Now what we want to do is just create a text around our image. The text, you can create the text with whichever design. Now what we want to create is we are going to create +1 today and birthday blessings and the person's name, and maybe happy birthday, lightest happy birthday on top, and maybe the age of the person. So what we will start with the +1. So play +1, you select our text tool and click here. We are using Franklin Gothic heavy font. We can just manipulate it. So just make sure that the thing is on normal. So what we do is we'll enter +1, shift +1 here, we create +1 here, and you want to create some blend +1 on the other side. So you duplicate, or you enter Alt and Shift, drag from the already created, and you enter Control T to reduce it a little bit, make it a little bit small, and go to maybe your blending option to make it blend with the background. So overlay, then you enter Control T again, then use the arrow, let's delete this first one. This is overlay. Then let's make sure you duplicate this one, then you move it upwards, then let's say you reduce it a little bit. Okay, make sure that let's say you move this little bit down, this one little bit down, make this still a little bit deeper by reducing the opacity. So now I'm left with the day. Let's enter Alt, then drag this thing down, then let's write the +1, let's say today. Let's reduce the size. Let's make this thing, let's change this font to say Let's stretch sand, then reduce the size of the font, and make sure it's in line with the plus one. Okay, make sure you open the spaces small. Then let's create the same thing so duplicate the day, reduce Control T, then reduce the size a bit, move it a little bit upwards, then blend it with use overlay, then you blend it, then you duplicate again, then you drag it down a little bit, then you reduce the opacity. Yes, this is what I want to create. Let me move this thing a little bit higher, and this one to a little bit higher. Okay, so we are done with the plus one. Let's put this in the group. You click on the first item, then you shift, then you come to the last item, then Control G, then you group them. Let's name this one plus one today. So let's lock it. We are done with it. So what is left next is we want to create a date on the image. If you want to create a date on image, it's just simple. How you want it anyway, the thing. So I will just use the rectangle tool, then go to circle. Make sure your circle is not distorted this way. I just want to make sure it's perfect circle. So you enter shift and it will be a perfect circle for you. So this is how I want it. Then I will choose the background color, then a stroke, add some stroke to it. Let's say 5. Okay, then I'll put it somewhere here. Then let's enter our text. Let's say 5th. Fifth. Duplicate, Alt, then select 5th July. Let's reduce the size of the July. Make sure it's in the circle. Let's open up. Okay, so this is how I want it. Just select everything and just reduce the size small to make our design very nice. So this is how I want it. So let's group this thing, the date, and name the folder date. Okay, so then let's lock it. Today's date is actually 20th. So let's make it 20th July. 20th July. Nice. So we are making it 20th July because today is 20th July when we are doing the video. So what is left is maybe let's create a happy birthday, something lighter on the top. So happy birthday. Let's choose SF UI font. Let's write happy birthday. Let's capitalize everywhere here. So then let's reduce the size. This is okay. And let's bring this to light. And let's spacing the happy birthday and make it, let's say 2. This font size to 2. Let's open it a little bit. And if you want to center this thing, enter your move tool, then you enter Control or that is Control or that is Control A. Then you just center it here. Let's position it a little bit high here. Then maybe let's blend it to, let's say, overlay to make it look a bit nice. Okay. So what is left now? You want to bring the age of the person. Let's say this woman will be somewhere 32 years or 30 years. We just want to write something big, but it should be under the image. So let's say we choose, make sure that you to go back to before setting for this. And let's choose, let's say Franklin Gothic, then choose 33. Let's make it 33. 33. And let's do this. Let's do this here. 33. Then let's blend it to the background. Then let's reduce the opacity small. Let's reduce the opacity. It depends if the person wants age, you add it. If the person don't want it, don't bother yourself to add. Can't add something. You can add the age, let's say years. Control T, then counter. Then you bring the years here. Then you blend it with it, overlay, then reduce the opacity. Okay. So basically we're almost done. What we have to do is just come under the design and write. Let's log the date here. So now what we want to do is wishing a blessed birthday or something. So let's write blessed birthday. Then mention the person, then you add the name of the person. Let's use the signature font. Let's make it simple. Blessed birthday. Let's open up. Okay, this is good. Let's enter it. So Control A, then you center it. That's good. So blessed birthday. And what's the name of the person? We want to write the name of the person. So let's log this, and let's change the font to Frank Gothic. What's the name of the person? Maybe Nana AC. So let's make it a little bit bigger. So Nana AC. So with this you can choose to design something that is simple or something nice around it. Just create your own. Just be creative when you are doing design. Don't stick to the trends, what people are doing. Just create your own design and make sure you are doing something better of every day. So just draw some line, very little small line. Then let's take off. Let's make this and take off the stroke. Then let's put some circle within this circle. J. Then let's bring Control J, and let's move. Let's take this thing off. Then reduce the circle, make it smaller. Okay, so this is how I want my birthday design to do. It looks simple and nice. And as you can see, let's group this name, Control J, make sure you name the group name, and the birthday as well. So you lock it. So now what I want to do is I just want to make the thing look nicer, and I want to bring something. I want to bring this um ribbons on it. So I'll bring it here. I'll just put it on direct, and reduce the opacity. I just want to let me blend it with it first. Then reduce the opacity to something small. Yes. And I want to put a brighter color under the background. So create a new layer, then come here, then choose, let's pick some point and make it something brighter with the inside bright shades. So this is how I want my design. So we are almost done. Let's put some lighting on our design by going here, click the levels, then you just drag it. You can see the difference. Make sure it's not too deep. Just have to make sure you are doing the right thing. Yes. So this is, you can see the difference. This is more brighter. So when you are done, you just want to save your work. Control X, save it. Then let's export our work. So we want to export our work image to go here. That is name. You go to file, save as a copy. Go to your computer. You come down here, select the option that is JPEG, or you can choose PNG. Choose JPEG, name it as you want, then enter save. You can choose the higher resolution that you want. Depending on the higher you go, your size here changes. So you can see, as you can see. So you click OK. Now you are done. You can go to your folder, then check your design is perfectly done. So share the link, hit on the subscribe button for a new every now. We will put updates on our designs on it. This is KNS Graphics, and we are out. Bye bye.